Inquiring minds want to know, why do you need that? Inquiring minds want to know. Let's all manifest that the new neighbours are the noisiest people in the UK. I think a lot of people have done that. Hey, a quirky cat. I found the clip of... Thank you for the treasure box. I found the clip of the names Luna. We're going to do that. I did a poll of like... which one to do first. People wanted Alphabet first, then the name's Luna. We're also going to be throwing in a few autism clips as well. Surely the mum could go to the police. She doesn't need their pictures. Well, that's the thing, Andrew. That's the thing. Yeah, that's exactly.
Sorry, I was looking for the context here. Here we go. Right, I'll just show you before a bit. Here we go.
I'm not counting on it.
Here you are,
Mine
darling.
will probably just get chucked in the bin.
Here's your proof. Wait. Before I show you, I will not show...
Oh, before you show us. Ooh, okay, girl.
...you if you don't side with me on this. I'm not gonna...
You're not gonna show us unless you side with... That's called an echo chamber. It's called an echo chamber, darling. You might want to look that up. It's, you know... Ooh. Facts in the chat.
I'm not going to show you it. I don't need to, because if you're going to side with her, what I'm about to show you, I'm going to say right now I won't show you at all. So I've got it right here. I've got it right...
I think at the time, I think I've seen clips somewhere. I think people were doing watch parties of this when it was happening, and people were putting... I think Robin... The Troublemaker and other people were cantuing this at the time, and people were putting Mama through in the chat. y'all are petty. Don't get me wrong. I'm here for a bit of petty, okay? I'm here for a bit of petty. Yeah, I know, right? Alphabet's so classy. We love a bit of classy up in here. Can you tell I'm back? I'm petty and bitchy as hell. This fucking... Oh, I swear to God, this... There we go. This fucking piece of fucking shit. Vape. Fuck off. Will you fucking work? This is gonna fucking pick a window.
Right here, right now. Green heart in the chat if you want to listen to it.
Black hearts in the chat if you don't agree. Ha 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 ha. Will you pick a fucking window? Thank you. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Do you want to listen to what she's saying?
Fucking hell, my vape's as temperamental as I am. I know, Cheryl, I have to be careful. Thank you all for the gifts, everybody. Ooh, they do roses? Ooh. I didn't even realise that the roses had changed. I had to be careful, and my vape's as temperamental as I am. Well, if you... rude. Well, if you didn't smoke like the Flying Scotsman, it might live. Well, to be fair, this vape's lasted, what? A year and a half? 2 years? So it's lasted. Rude. Fucking calling me out in my chat. Just because you're fucking away doesn't mean you get to be freaking snappy. Yeah, he left me all alone on my fucking lonesome. Now I get to run. Now, yeah. So, yeah. He went to fucking where and I got fucking banned on TikTok. I was left alone with my thoughts. Dangerous. I'll call you out regardless of where I am. Yeah, but I don't have your lovely voice to do it. It's only through text.
So I quote, she says, oh, we should all make a New Year's Eve party.
Oh, for fuck's sake, we doing this? Thought you had... Fucking rude. We do love TikTok Shop. I want to buy things from TikTok Shop. I have been let loose that board thing. Rude. He says, thoughts, you have those? Yes, I have many. Thank you very much. So, this is Alphabet going off on one about, like... Alphabet does not understand sarcasm. This is coming from an autistic adult. I understand the context of sarcasm.
Stand outside her house. You have doxed yourself by saying that. You have doxed yourself. Greenheart, do you want this? Do you want this, Miss Thing? I will show you.
Do you want this, Miss Thing? Girl, you're not a fucking drag queen, okay? You're a Wish version of a drag queen, okay? Not even fucking Temu would fucking want you. Return to sender. I'm in a bitchy mood. Well, he's been banned from society, you win. Well, that's true. I mean, I haven't been banned from nightclubs for eternity, so there's that. This is where I had to turn off the live before I threw my phone. Well, that's true. I'm in a bitchy mood today. I was like, yes, I got live back, and now I'm just like, I think it's because I saw E way too much this morning. Between E's live, Maria's live, and somebody cantooing E, I was like, fuck me. Seeing this face has just drove me to the distraction. Too much. He's picked me standing.
And I'm going to say this right now. If you're going to side with her after this, you are siding with a hypocrite and a liar. You ready? Let's do it.
We're siding with a hypocrite and a liar. I'm guessing all the mirrors in your house are cracked then.
Okay. Here we go.
um,
Here's the proof. Go.
off their face and stuff. Now,
All I see is a blank screen. Am I supposed to be listening? Am I like what? Here's the proof. Ooh. We get all the proofs. You do realize. I don't know. Was I in this live stream at this time? I think I was. Or I was watching from outside and listening and doing other things at the same time. I can't fucking remember.
I've not heard nothing. I doubt I'm going to get a Christmas card from them this year, so I'm not counting on it. Mine will probably just get chucked in the bin.
Make my face in it. There you go.
Oh yeah, because we need... Yes, because we need your face.
I was going to invite them round for dinner, I won't now.
This is your proof.
Now, if I get one, I'll just chuck it on my massive bonfire in the garden.
Oh. We saw the massive bonfire. The one where we was blowing smoke in the thingy about the whole God. Heaven forbid people blow smoke.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it.
It's alright, Alphabet. I'm gonna get a restraining order on the next door neighbours because, I mean, they have, like, fixed the fence now, but there was a time when their dog used to come and drink water out of our pond. So I'm gonna send letters round saying you need to control your dogs. Fuck me. Ugh.
Here we go.
A New Year's little party home-warming thing at mine if anyone wants to come. You've all got to dress up as Norman and Norma. Yeah, we're just going to put on the...
But I thought you didn't watch the hate channels. I thought you didn't stalk people, Alphabet. Clearly, morning mags.
Heaviest drum and bass music
Hey, Tony.
as well as we can.
You really think this is a fucking own with your facial expressions, girl? It's called a joke. Please tell me you sent this to the police. Just please tell me you sent this to the police. Please. Thank you for following the live, Anna.
Yeah, we just blast our drum and bass and stuff as well. But yeah, the dress code is Norman and Norma for that date. Might just get some green fireworks as well.
Why are you inviting strangers on the internet to your home?
Yeah, everyone make sure.
Why are you doing coercion? To have taxis delivered to her address? Just a theory. A game theory.
Sure they bring their fans as well so we can actually purposely direct the smoke at their house. As long as you wear
Didn't you already try wait, didn't Alphabet already fucking try this and failed miserably the first time? Thank you for the roses. And thank you for the family. Oh, thank you, a cricket cat. Didn't he already try this and failed fucking miserably? This is the proof. This is the proof, everybody. The proof.
fishnet stockings and a witch's hat as well.
You find it funny, but you got anxiety. Makes sense. Make it make sense.
Oh, well, you want to play that card? Hey, Mr. I have autism. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Now it's ADHD. Now it's ADHD that you're trying to cotton onto because the autism diagnosis didn't work, did it? Because you were called out to be a liar. Oh, but you managed to conveniently get onto Autism's Got Talent for that one. Oh. Goes to clubs and says they've got anxiety. Right, that bold thing. Oh, so you know when you're going out clubbing tonight, I'm just gonna, I mean, it's obviously gonna be screen recorded, but I'll just grab the screen recording and just put social anxiety. Oh, not nice when it's turned around on you, huh, Alphabet?
Make it make sense. There's your context. There it is. You think I'm the obsessed one?
Thank you for following, Sophia. Can we just take a moment to they just turned around and said, you say that I'm the obsessed one. You had to charge up your iPad and you have a screen recording on your phone. I'm sorry, are you trying to get rid of the fact that you're a stalker? Are you trying to dispel that for the stalking while showing the fact that you have a screen recording of Mama 3's live stream? Oh, there is this thing called critical thinking. I know that's difficult for you, but you know when you're trying to argue a fact of saying that you're not a stalker, you have a screen recording on your phone, multiple screen recordings on your phone, an iPad, and of her children. So I'm sorry, are you trying to dispel the fact that you're not a stalker? At least the rest of us get them from screen recordings of your live streams from everybody else. I'm taking a moment to mourn accountability. Maria looking for next door on Facebook too. Right, Barbara? Like, I think you two are the stalkers and are the obsessed ones. Not like you're not building a really good case for yourself when you're showing the fact that you have a screen recording of her live stream. The dangerous thing is he really believes what narrative they spins, right, Clara? Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay.
There it is. Who are you going to side with now? Who are you going to side with now?
Not you, that's for sure.
If you're going to side with her...
Oh, yeah, but that's it, that whole thing, yeah. Ad recordings of her children, let's not forget that. Yeah, exactly. The housing must have been onto them and they're trying to get as much as they can on her, but got nothing. Right, Tracy, although I do have a clip of Alphabet explaining that.
Then all of you are liars. And you can't ever come at me. Ever.
How many lies have you told over the past 5 years? You lied about autism, you lied about Tourette's, you lied about SA, you've lied about DV, you've mocked DV, you've mocked more. Because the list goes on, but you want to call out, you call all of us liars, yet you're the biggest liar on this app. Okay, make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Because you don't stand for the truth. That's the difference. I stand for the truth.
No, you stand for your bullshit because you're abusing women constantly. And so does your mother because you don't like being told no. This all started because she wanted peace and quiet from you screeching, defying gravity.
You have just been shown the truth. You want to go against the truth? Go to her then. Go to her. You treat me smaller than you. Go for it.
Treat me smaller than... How did you get the smaller than you? Huh?
There's your proof.
Your proof sucks. Okay, girl? Your proof sucks. Now I'm going to have to find the clip that I need to find where Alphabet says... I'm sure it's here somewhere. Where is it? Alphabet goes on one.
Oh, also...
Oh, Alphabet goes on about female toilets, which... That's an argument.
Bristol, people knocking on the doors.
That's about Bristol, which I did a video on that.
I'm a breeder, okay?
And that's Maria fat shaming, as Maria does. Where is...
And one thing that you've done that contributes to...
Oh, that's I'm going to get into that. Alphabet is so goddamn much.
Monkey for impersonating.
That's about it. Have I done? Huh. I'm guessing it's not in that folder. Oh. I'm guessing it's not in that folder. Hang on. You know, organisation would be a good thing.
And one thing that you've done...
I've already...
Let me know if I'm saying nothing but facts, okay? How come someone cisgender...
Oh god, that's about the GoFundMe.
Oh, also...
Female toilets again. There, I've got it somewhere. Organised, we don't know her. No, we don't know her. I'm never organised, ever. I'm never organised at all. I mean, I used to be, and then so much happens on a freaking daily basis.
And then seeing what...
That was out for scouting for mods, which was weird.
Judge me, because I'll judge them back. Hard.
Oh, that was judgment. Where is that clip? Ah, do I not have it?
No, I know.
Do I not have that? Oh, I swear I've got it somewhere. What's this speech? Why is that not playing? Okay, now you're just being a... Ooh, don't make me... Ooh. Don't make me come at you, PC. Why are you doing this to me?
They bully me because it's a target.
Apparently Alpha gives us a speech about targets. If Mama 3 don't have to move, I hope she takes the kids away and buys something nice for them. Yeah, I hope so too. What's this speech? Oh, I mean, we can play clips. What's this speech? What is this speech? What's your speech, Alphaba? I swear I've got a clip of them going on about Mama 3 and them going on about the police and the this and the that. I swear I've got it somewhere, but what's this speech?
But because people who have privilege, they won't.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Okay, so side tangent. We're gonna go on about privilege. Ooh, said on live last night, saying she was using some of the money to go out. Pure scamming. Yes, Ash. Yeah, that's what she's doing. Oh God, we're gonna go on about privilege. Okay. This touches a nerve with me.
Believe them, they won't bother because they can say anything they want and get away.
We're defying accountability because we think we're the biggest bollocks on this app, when really we're just a fucking train wreck that the internet likes to poke fun at. See? Slap a bit of makeup on, bit of wig, sparkly dress. I'll be the next fucking Lily Savage.
Get away with it. Whereas me, if I defend myself, it's not okay. Apparently, is it? It's not okay.
What are you? I would love to know what Alpha's defending themselves against. Like, what is Alpha defending themselves against? Abusing women? Mocking communities? I'd love to know what the defense is. Your Honor, we are gathered here today. We are gathered here this evening on this most auspicious occasion to hear the defense of Alphaba Orion Doherty. She has brought with her 3 witches' hats as protection and her flying broom. I gotta make a joke about something. Defying, yeah, that's it. You're defending yourself against the accountability. What are you defending yourself against? I would love to know. Yeah, I've heard that too, Victoria. Yeah, the trans community are even saying they aren't trans and they don't want anything to do with them. I love Paula Grady. Paula Grady was awesome.
Okay, it's not. But then I say to myself, I'm a human, because if people are bullying me,
that's debatable. I often wonder whether you're human or alien. I mean, you like to say you're a fictional character, so we're not far off. You're modeling yourself after a fictional character. Maybe if you stopped using the name Alphaba, people wouldn't see you as a fictional character. By God, can you imagine the book that they would write? Oh, my life.
I'm going to bully back. That's a known verbal self-defense, it's called. Verbal self-defense. You want to call me...
Ooh, Alphaba found Google. It's called verbal self-defense. Ooh, Alpha found Google. Oh, shock horror.
Me a body shamer, don't body shame me. Simple as that. Don't body shame other people. Don't come for my identity. This is not just to a certain person's step.
Okay, I'm gonna go on a fucking random tangent soon. I'm gonna put a pin in the identity thing, because that's starting to get on my nerves. It's really starting to bug me.
Everyone, don't come for my identity. If you don't want me to be an asshole, don't be an asshole to me. When are you going to
You promise? You pinky promise?
fucking understand that? Any of you? You want me to be nice? Then I'll be nice. But treat me with equality respect. Don't
Then stop treating other people poorly. The neighbor, Robert, Winnie, Zach, EQ, Emma. Like the list of people that you've harmed with your actions. Karma's waiting. You send your minions after people constantly. And don't even fucking get me started on look shaming. Anyway, then there's the neighbor. You came after a DV survivor and then wondered why people had a visceral reaction to you. You mocked DV, you mocked autism, you mocked Tourette. Like, the list with you does not stop at all. Whew. You reap what you sow, eh? Well, yeah. That poor young girl they bullied. Yeah, exactly. There is a list.
Don't treat me like a lower class citizen.
Then stop acting like a lower class citizen. Stop acting like one. You don't want to be treated like a lower class citizen? Then stop fucking acting like one. We as a community, the LGBT plus community, has had to fight for the right to just exist. Right? The autistic community that you have mocked has had to fight to be acknowledged, has had to fight not just society but themselves. That's another tangent that I could go on, but I'll leave it there. Did you know also the pagan community has had to fight to be a recognized religion? I say religion in air quotes, but spirituality in the census has had to fight for that. We've had to fight for that. You don't want to be treated like a lower class citizen? Then stop making everything. This drives me nuts. Stop acting like one and stop using your bad behavior. Stop using the trans community and the neurodivergent community as a weapon and as a shield for your toxic, bad behavior. Whoa.
Who is in a minority community? Because there is enough of that in this world right now. Everyone should be.
And you don't know fuck all about what's happening right now. That's the best laugh. You preach this shit and you know nothing. You know nothing. Did you know, Alphabet? The TQIA has been taken out of travel advisory in America. Did you know that? So now it just says LGB. Did you know there is a group here in the UK called LGB Alliance? Did you know that? They want to eradicate the trans community. Did you know that existed? I know that's existed for fucking years. But you want to sit here and fucking preach this bullshit to us all. Okay, I'm going to breathe for a second because I don't want to get bananaed again. And it's not just happening in the American side of things. It's not just happening to the LGBT plus community. It's happening to all minority communities. And the disabled community is being hit really fucking hard. Really fucking hard. And it's also happening here as well. Our government right now here in the UK is trying to make it harder for people with chronic illnesses and also like mental health illnesses and neurodivergent people. Like, they're trying to make it harder for people to just live. But of course, you wouldn't know that because all of this is self-serving. It's self-serving. Woo, sorry, we could. Yeah, no, right. It's self-serving.
Treated equally and fairly. And I'm saying that right now. And people...
But you don't treat other people fairly. You don't treat other people fairly. And the fact that you're making this speech whilst also trying to be friends with very dubious remarks is very interesting. It's almost as if you're self-serving, like I said.
I'm wondering, why are you still alive? Why are you still in the real world after all these allegations against you? Because it's not real. Where are the real victims? Where are the real parents? Where is all that shit? Think about that. Truly think about that in your head.
Okay, let's truly think about that. Josh Duggar, ABUSE'd his sisters, right? That didn't come out until years later. Not months, years later. Because they had to build a case. The reason there are no victims, there have been victims. What did you do to Robert? Oh, that's right. You turned around and said, why haven't you gone to the police? Because men don't get believed. That's why. But, of course, you wouldn't know that. Oh, this. I challenged them to a physical fight, the other day, and they said, ooh, I'm so scared. Morning, Shaz. That's the reason why. Because people need to build cases. People need to build cases against you.
Think about that. Oh, she's chilling. I'm the one, right, look at me right now. I am the one that has
Unfortunately, we are looking
to call the police myself against these people who...
Oh. I knew I'd find a clip where you'd say this and I've got a rebuttal.
Make allegations against me. I'm the one that has to always be on the end of the phone to the police, showing them everything that's about me online. I'm literally showing everything. I'm literally showing the videos and everything. They're looking at themselves and they're like, block them. So that's their response. I have a big following and people don't understand that.
Got a rebuttal because there's another clip where Alphabet says, hey Mel, where Alphabet talks about the police. and goes on about malicious communications. Okay. Go for it. Go for it. Ooh. We have detected inactivity. I'm not inactive. Anyway. Go away, TikTok. When it comes to police and malicious communications, which is what you try to file this all under, right? You keep on calling. You say you keep on calling the police even though you are live constantly. So I don't believe that for a second. But the one police call that you did make was for the neighbor or something like that. It was recent anyway. The rebuttal to that is, okay, call the police. Go ahead. Because if the police turn up at anyone's door, guess what they're going to do? They're going to show all of your actions and what they're reacting to. There is this thing called commentary, Alphabet. Commentary. This is what we do on this side of the aisle. We do commentary. It's the reason, you know, parody, like, commentary falls under a different thing. But there is things like parody, clips like this, such as this. We are reacting to your clips. This is called reactions. It's called commentary. You have no case. Now, if I just came live and was like, Alpha was a C3PO without any evidence, then yeah, you have a case. Right? Without anything to back that up, then yeah, you have a case. This, what you're doing, nobody's threatened by it. Why? Because we react to your actions. It's called commentary. So you have no case. You literally have no case. That's the reason why the police say just block them. Because you yourself have no case. Now, when it comes to the stuff you've done to other people, they might have cases. Yeah, they might have some cases against you. And the things that we've seen you do online, the fact that you do not put your shit on 18 plus, you scam people, you take money off children, that is where the police would be involved. But that takes time. The police are backed up with, you know, a lot of other things that are happening. Just because the police haven't come knocking at your door just yet doesn't mean they won't. And you are tempting fate with that one. It's like the girl who cried wolf. The more he calls the police, the less they'll take them seriously. Yes, Lucy, yeah, exactly. Shaz says, yeah, showing awareness to clips of what he said out of their own mouth, not AI, all facts. Yeah. So yeah, you can try and do this whole police thing, and the fact that you keep on calling the police also, that will also eventually turn into police. That can also work against you as well, because that can also come across as wasting police time, and that can also be a case against you. And you're outwardly saying this on the internet. But go off, I guess. This is the reason why. Girl.
And if you want to use my platform against me, let me tell you one thing. Some people have followed me for drama. Some people have actually followed me because they actually support me, and they hide from the hate because they can't face that hate themselves, which is totally understandable. But I have a big of amount of support in this world. I really do.
Oh, really? Okay. Alphabet has big support. Thank you for the gifts, everybody. Thank you all for the gifts. So Alphabet's got big support. Did you have to pay them? Like you did James Charles? Oh, we know why you like James Charles. You can't wait till Alpha fuck you, Rob. I don't think it's going to happen. He tries to convince himself of what he says. Yes, yep, Mel says. They must look like a police social media outlet that goes into nowhere, and unfortunately cases take
When I go out in real life, I have met the most kindest parents, the most kindest mothers, the most kindest.
Why do you keep on bringing up parents? You keep on doing this, parents and mothers. I'll let you finish.
Dads, the most kindest drag queens, the most kindest people who have.
Okay, first of all, so you do say dads, mothers, but you keep on doing this. Why can't you just say people? It has to be parents. That's a weird way to look at things, but anyway. And by the way, you do realise you met the nicest drag queens. Yes, because they're doing a show. They're not going to be fucking mean to you when they're doing a show. Now, what drag queens say behind your back, on the other hand, is another issue. Yeah, they always say, ask my mum to. Yeah, it's very much, it's giving weird. I don't know why Alphabet does that. Just skipping over to eLive, currently blow drying hair after finally washing it, and is amazing themselves of how hair looks. Oh yeah, Arrested Development. The whole hair thing. You must not wash your hair a lot then, if that's amazing.
Always been nice to me, and one thing they've always had in common: ignore the hate. I'm a silent watcher, and I support you. That is that's what they've all said to me. So before.
Ooh. Okay, I mean, you can have silent watchers, I guess. Go on.
I turn the comment section on, I want you to understand that, fair enough, maybe what I've said hasn't gone into your head.
Oh, trust me, it's gone into my head.
But it really should, because you should really take into account that people are using their privilege over me.
For fuck's sake. What privilege? What privilege, Alpha? You have out of all of us that call you out, you have the biggest platform. You've got a bigger platform than any of us. You have more privilege than any of us. You have more privilege than any of us. You've got more reach than any of us. So, miss me with this privilege bullshit. You've got more reach, you've got more of a following than any of us has. Fucking privilege my ass.
And I really hope you see that. I'm not trying to gaslight anyone, but this is cold hard facts. This is generally cold hard facts.
No, it's your facts, there's a difference. This is all your opinion. Not a fact, it's an opinion, not a fact.
Because as soon as you misgender me, you've lost it there. You've gone below the bare minimum.
Okay, you know what? I was gonna address this in another clip that I have, but I'll address it now. Okay, so people misgendering you. People misgender drag queens all the time. You know that, right? Doesn't bother them. Right. Now, this is going to be a very divisive subject. You are demanding that people call you by your pronoun. Right? Which, okay. Right? People slip up though. That's the issue. People have called me her. People have called me a she. I've had phone calls with professionals who call my partner a she. I don't fucking correct them. Sometimes I do, very rarely, because I just can't be asked. This is the damage. This is the real damage. This is the reason why you have establishments like the LGB Alliance. Why you have stupid freaking idiots like J.K. Rowling. Because you are forcing this on people. There's a difference between saying, oh, can you call me her, please? That's what I would like to be referred to as. Or if you're non-binary, calling them, saying they, them. Being inclusive in that way. What you want is you are demanding that is. And what you are doing is you are saying, if you don't call me she, then you don't have a voice. That is where the problem is. Because, guess what? Everyone has a voice. Everyone has a voice. And, I get it. It's a very divisive topic right now because of what... Morning, Jim Bunny. It's a very divisive topic. Yes. Would you like to be referred to as she? Yes. Would you like to be referred to as Alphabet? Yes. I'm Josh. Right? People call me the raccoon because, hello, avatar. Even when I've done videos with my face on, they still call me the raccoon. That's what people know me as. The difference between me and you, Alphabet, though, is I have not pissed off the whole fucking internet. You want respect from people? Then stop coming at women. Stop taking money from children. Stop abusing people. Stop trying to force this. Society is changing. Society is changing. We are seeing a good cultural shift. And society is changing. And I'm glad for that. Society is changing. Right? It's going to be a long, hard battle. We had it in the 80s with, the AIDS epidemic and gay rights, right? And now we're seeing it with trans rights. But what you are doing is you're abusing women and then saying, oh, well, you have to call me by my pronouns, otherwise your voice doesn't matter. Well, people get misgendered all the time. I get misgendered. My partner gets misgendered. Drag queens get misgendered, although they lean into it, to be fair. And when I eventually do drag, I'm going to lean into it too. That happens. It's just a natural thing. Women also get misgendered too. A woman with short hair. Look at Sex and the City. I've been watching a lot of Sex and the City recaps. Look at Sex and the City. Look at what Miranda had to do. Miranda, because she had short hair, got called a man. I get society. Ian and Mum body shamed their neighbour about her weight on live the other day and laughed. Yeah, exactly. It's just the whole thing. Morning, TJ. I get you want people to call you by your pronouns, Alphabet. No one is going to respect that until you start respecting others. And no one is going to give in to your demands when you're abusing people on a daily basis. It's just the way it is.
You want to call me a she? Then fine. Call me.
But you only come at women. You only come at women. You don't come at men, you come at women all the time. Which shows your misogyny. It's what a man would do. To be honest, it's what a gay man would do.
Me he, You've gone below the bare minimum. You have now treated me lower than you, and that's not how it is.
Then stop. You want people to stop treating you lower than them. Then stop giving people a reason to treat you lower than them. Stop giving people a reason. You attacked a DV survivor. Then, in recent times, this isn't last year, in recent times, you made the argument again that she should be silent because she doxed herself according to you. You went down the road of trying to silence a DV survivor again. But we have to respect you. It's the bare minimum, right? Okay. When you piss off people, that respect goes out the window. When you trigger a whole group of people, they aren't going to respect your pronouns. They're not going to. They're going to see you as they're going to see you as an aggressive man. As someone that has been through DV, has been through SA, right? I try my best. I lose it a lot of the time when I get loud. I try my best to keep my voice and to keep as calm as I can, because I know what triggers me as someone that has been through those situations, and it's a man's voice. But you are demanding respect from people that are not going to respect you because of what you have done. And a woman wouldn't attack another DV survivor, they would support her. I mean, that's true, Penny, although with what I've seen recently, yeah, I mean, I've seen other women do it too. I've seen women do it as well. But women do it in a different way. They will never understand how a survivor of DV feels. Being the larger person also is traumatic. Yeah. This is the reason why I always turn around and say Alphabet is a ABUSEer. Because all the signs are there. All the signs are there. Not all, but yeah, I get that, Penny. All the signs are there. Even in this speech, all the signs are there. Everything that Alphabet does and says screams someone that is that kind of person. Yes, he uses reactive abuse. Oh, the way they treated Jack, absolutely. Jack seemed genuinely scared of Alphabet. Yes, Rachel, yeah. But Alphabet doesn't see how their actions, look, right, let's go down the, I always want to say Amy Rose. That literally, Alphabet tried to frame it as Amy Rose came at Alphabet. But Amy Rose responded to Alphabet's actions. So then Alphabet went on hours upon hours upon hours rant about Amy Rose, when all Amy Rose did was call out the GoFundMe. Alphabet went after her looks, went after her following, went after everything about Amy Rose. This is the problem. I would personally be triggered by E. They are someone I can't trust around myself and my kids, to be honest. I get that, green eyes. But yeah, this is just wild to me. The way in which Alphabet tries to flip everything is wild to me. Alphabet, if you don't want people to treat you lesser than them, then start treating people how you want to be treated.
And if you're gonna hide that transphobia in your head, I do see that as well. I see that very much so.
Oh, we're hiding transphobia. This also takes away from real transphobia. I'm going to be honest, this takes away from real transphobia. You constantly bringing up the transphobia card is actually taking away from real transphobia. From real transphobia. And it's disgusting. There are people being beaten to within an inch of their lives by their own family members because they are trans, because they are non-binary. Hell, even the LGB part of that is also still being beaten, unalived. The whole community is still being unalived because of the, I wouldn't necessarily say fear, because that's what a phobia is, but the blatant bigotry towards the community. Nobody is afraid. Because you really need to look up what transphobia is. People aren't afraid of you. This is the reason why I hate that Alphabet uses this, because the real transphobia, people are losing their lives over. And you're using it as a, oh, because people call you out and get angry at you and deliberately, purposely misgender you because they're angry and pissed off and see that why should we respect your pronouns when you don't respect anybody else? It's not transphobia. It's just people are really pissed off, and like, you've done nothing to transition. Nothing. You give Gender GP a bad name. You've taken hundreds of thousands of pounds off of people for your transition and done nothing with it. Done nothing. You pissed it all up against the wall. But you want to keep on using the freaking transphobia card. That money could have gone to actual trans people who was going to use it for transitioning.
I see it through that head. I can see.
Did you get a reply from Gender GP? No, I haven't got a reply. No, I ain't got a reply. I wasn't expecting one. Well, I was, but I don't think I'll get one, to be honest. But yeah, because I know Gender GP cannot defend themselves. Yeah. But other people use that service. And Alphabet's out here, trashing their name. Yeah, Dr. Helen Welby from Wales, yeah.
See into people's minds. I can see it. I know I can read people so
Is this a tarot card reading? I want to go back into that. I was shuffling through my deck earlier.
easily. If you want to treat me like shit,
You can't read into anyone. You can't read into anyone. You're not a good judge of character at all. People are a very good judge of character when it comes to you, though.
because I'm trans, but you won't admit it, I see that.
Wait, hang on.
Then
I was reading chat, sorry, hang on. They should have a referral letter from a GIC if they really went to the GP for a referral. Yeah. No, they didn't go through the GP. What they want to be handed the hormones. That's what they want. They want to bypass the blood test. They want to bypass the psych evaluation. They want to bypass that all.
fine. Call me a he. You've gone below the bare minimum. You have now treated me lower than you, and that's not how it is. And
I already said what I said about that.
And if you're gonna hide that transphobia in your head, I do see that as well. I see that very much so. I see it through that head. I can
see through that head. I'm not fucking holographic. My brain's smashed to fuck, so you won't see shit, just to let you know.
People's minds. I can see it. I know I can read people so easily.
Okay.
If you want to treat me like shit because I'm trans, but you won't admit it, I see that.
It's not because you're trans. It's because of your actions. And this is why I turn around and say, you're doing damage to the trans community. To the whole LGBT plus community. Because you're the one hiding behind the trans community and using it as a shield for your bad behavior. People are calling you out. Fuck me. Oh my god. Hello, Trinity. Hello. Winnie offered them her hormones and he wasn't interested. Well, yeah, right, Shell. We know why they will not go on hormones. Not hard to work out. Well, yeah, there's definitely a reason. There's definitely a reason.
I see that very much so. So, here's not a deal. Here's a thing. If you want to watch me, and don't bully me. If you want to actually understand...
Oh, for fuck's sake, we're going to go down the bully route. We're going to go down the bully route with Annette in a little bit. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Me and be like, okay, but there's so much things about you online, but I don't actually know you. I want to talk to you. I want to actually get to know you. What are you actually like?
That's called abuse. That's called abuse, Alphaba. It's what an abusive partner would do. It's the opposite way round. Because all of your shit's out publicly and you want to converse with people privately. That is called abuse. What you are doing is abuse. We don't need to know you privately. We are reacting to your shit publicly. Publicly. You put this stuff out there publicly. We are not going to go into the DMs. I had this with a lady up on the Big Red app. I want to say not the beginning of last year. Her name was Coley. She tried to pull this shit too. She's also a raging racist as well. She tried to pull this shit as well. When I called her ass out, she tried to come into my DMs and be like, oh, I just want to be friends. No. No. It's called abuse. What you are doing is abusive. You're trying to get nice and cozy. You tried to do this with the screen recorders. You're trying to get all nice and cozy to twist the narrative. Stop it. Oh, you're not allowed an opinion and to confront them. Right, yeah, exactly. What did Paige say? Imagine claiming they are being bullied at the age of 21. I mean, you can be bullied as an adult. You definitely can be bullied as an adult. And I do think Alphaba gets a lot of unaliving threats, which I don't agree with. But, girl, this... Alphaba causes a lot of the shit that they get, to be honest.
Then just introduce yourself to me. Be like, hi, nice to meet you. I talk to people in my chat all the time.
Hi. I'm a cunt. Nice to meet you.
People class me as a comfortable creator. And some people have admired my bravery for going on live and facing all this shit, because not many creators could.
But you haven't faced it though. you've denied all accountability, got your mother to fight your battles, got your flying monkeys to fight your battles. That is what you've done. You haven't done... The only reason why you're on live constantly is because you're a narcissist and you love the attention. Good or bad. He isn't a creator, he's a live streamer. I mean, yeah. Most creators don't create the drama to then feed off of it. Right, TJ, there's that as well. If I was being bullied, I'd be off the internet forever. Right, Paige? Exactly. This is the reason why he feeds off of it.
They actually really couldn't. And that is why I am the Wicked Witch.
Girl, you're not the only one. And you're not the Wicked Witch. You misunderstand what the Wicked Witch actually stands for. You are Glinda. You are actually Glinda. Or the Wizard. Either one. Because you reciprocate. Not reciprocate. You keep up the status quo. That's what you do. You are not the Wicked Witch. The Wicked Witch actually fights against the Elphaba. If Elphaba was real, she would fight against you. The real Elphaba would fight against this version of Elphaba. And fight against the oppression that this Elphaba does to women. To people that want to speak out against you. That is what Elphaba would have stood for.
Of TikTok. I'm the green one. And I own it. And you want to bully me for that? Cool, do it. Do it.
Yet you cry when people do. You say do it, and yet you cry when people do that. Make it make sense.
See people's immaturity, and I see how grown up people are. Especially people who are older than me. I see...
Don't play the age card. Don't play the age card, because at your fucking age, I was living with a partner, taking care of him. At your fucking age. Don't play that fucking card with me, because
their intelligence as well. So
I would love to do an IQ test. Ooh, we might do that on a live stream soon. Ooh, thank you for the gifts, everyone. Should we do an IQ test? Ooh, I've never took an IQ test before. I've took a psycho test. That was with my good friend Wildflower T, who's also on this app. Ooh, we could do an IQ test. No, me, I'd fucking fail if it was general knowledge. Yeah, I know, Sailor, yeah. Sailor Moon, I know. I'm getting sick of them playing the transphobia card. It's getting tiring now. It's mad that he actually thinks he's a bird. Well, Stevia. Oi, at your age, I was living on my own and holding down a full-time job as an adult with ASD. Yes, you were. I didn't know you then, but yes, you were. Your IQ is 130, Barbara? Cool. What's the normal average for an IQ, though? You gave up on an IQ test. It confused me. It probably confused me as well, to be fair. The IQ test will probably confuse me. But Alpha was going on about people's intelligence. Oh, really? Is it 96? Oh, I didn't know that. Alpha's going on about people's intelligence. But Alpha, did you know there's a difference between... there's this thing called emotional intelligence. And the other one's called... It's either book intelligence or... logic intelligence. There's emotional intelligence and logic intelligence. So I don't think you know what that means. because you come across as very emotionally immature. Now the whole smarts thing, like smart logic, I'm not going to comment on that because clearly we've seen things. Oh God, there are. Oh, that's no. There's book smart versus street smart, yes, but there's also like emotional intelligence versus like I would say logic intelligence. I think that's what it's called. Tries to come off as clever, but gets and women mixed up, as well as electric and electoral. Yes, yeah. My aunt was one of the first female to get scored on Mensa. Oh, wow, Sarah, cool. That is awesome. Mine says Alphabet would get eaten alive in both books and street smarts. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not intelligent. Oh, I'll turn around and say that. I just have very useless facts in my head. Yeah, generally versus genuinely, yes. Yeah. When he says words wrong, it's like nails down a chalkboard. Oh, yeah. It's like the doctors are incredibly intelligent, but often least common sense work with them. Yes. Oh, yeah. Unstable unicorn, yes. Someone says he's been on live almost 24 hours. Has it been that long? I'm Aussie's. He's been on almost all day. His birthday, definitely. Yeah. Hey, Teresa. What's he been up to now? Just being E. We're just getting through a speech at the moment. We're all intelligent. Yeah, we all are. As we all do research into topics that interest us. But Alphabet just reads page 1. Yeah. I mean, as I said, I was... Let's get through the speech.
Let's start treating people gently and more equally, regardless of what's about them online, because maybe it's not true.
It is true, though. You lied about autism. You lied about tics. You mocked GV. You came at a GV survivor. You came at multiple people who came forward about you for being inappropriate. You tried to dox someone's tax returns. You tried, like, the list goes on with you. It's not lies. It's the truth. I will say it again. This is what gaslighting is, and it's a form of abuse. My life. Oh.
Take that into account. And you can say, oh, but there's evidence, there's this, that, the other. Yeah, but why is it online? Think about that. Why?
Because you're a public figure and you're an abuser. Because you're a public figure. And you want to talk about people's fucking intelligence.
Why isn't it in legal terms? Because it's not real. Because the context isn't even there. You have to think, why is that online? Why isn't it not over there?
What? You do realize there's a difference between court, like, oh, for fuck's sake. I'm starting to get a migraine already. There's a difference between the courts of public opinion and courts of legal opinion. What the fuck? This is giving when Robert came forward about you being inappropriate and your response is, why don't you go to the police? It's very much giving that energy. And like I said, just because the police haven't come knocking at your door yet doesn't mean they're not going to. And because you move around every 2 to 3 months, that may be why they can't track you.
Babe, it's not real. If people want to call me something so evil, I know for a fact I'm not. Swear down to God, faith, life, happiness, amen. I swear on my life. I'm not like that. I'm not that kind of person.
Yes, you are. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. Own it.
But people will, but not everyone will understand that, and people will use that still. They're transphobic people who hide their
For fuck's sake.
transphobia will use that against me. That's what they'll do.
Use what? What? The fact that you came at people? The fact that you called a woman a scab the other day and said, why don't you go and look after your children? What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh. So early on the live, E was showing the tablet and the reflection showed what? Oh, really? E, like, you did this shit. And he, like, how'd you know the police hadn't been contacted? Like I said, they need to build a case. They need to build a case. You know, things are done behind the scenes. My god. Wait, what did Darkwing Duck say? What's he said now? Hope no one is taking a shot every time transphobia is mentioned. No, I don't. I think we'd all be pissed. So that was Alphaba's speech. Now, Alphabet was using hygiene products in that one. I don't really care about that.
Shelb, I didn't know anyone's ages, babe, so...
Oh, that was about the freaking weird shit that was going on. There's... Okay. There's a clip I'm looking for. And you know me searching for clips is so much fun. Searching for clips is so much fun with me. What clip was I searching for? Oh, you know, I can't remember. Alphabet's frying my brain. Not that there's much frying left anyway, but you know. Wait, you got muted the second I said snow. You cracked and had whiskey last night? I'm gonna go, but no, Martin. Really? We got some whiskey in the house. It's a bit too early for me to start drinking whiskey though, I'm telling you. Bit too early. We went to the stalking, which, oh god, I wish... Alphabet will always deflect. Alphabet will always deflect. Let's listen to some Stormy.
Sing for me.
Let's listen to some Stormy. We like Stormy up in here. We like Stormy up in here. Thank you all for tapping the screen. Almost at 20,000 likes. We like some Stormy up in here. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, hon. Well, that's true, but, you know. Yeah, I figured out that we had whiskey the other day, and I was like, ooh. We've got whiskey in this house. We've got a lot of other alcohol in this house, but we've got whiskey in this house. Anyway, I'm off to find them, see how long I last. Oh, Teresa. Yeah, we got a little bit of Stormy.
Not for free.
Ooh, Alphabet's not gonna sing for free. I'll sing for free. Somewhere over the snow, all up your nose. Getting high, sniffing the powder. Getting eyes as bloodshot, being on live 24 hours a day.
It's going to be one of them days with you today, isn't it? So the people in your
This was a day ago, so yeah, Stormy, it has been a day. It's been one hell of a day.
chat now are probably teenagers. They're saying sing for you and for them, sorry.
Sing for me, Argentina. Who sung that originally? I've got Madonna's version in my head, but who sung that originally? Because I had no life. I'm in Fair Victoria. Who sung for me? Sing for me, Argentina. Get Josh to number one with the snow song. Ah, I do like Stormy. I don't know, Crystal. I can't remember who sung that. Sing for me, Argentina. I know Madonna did a version. See, now I'm just going on song tangents. Anyway, sorry.
And they probably did it to, mock you anyway. But you then say, get a cameo done. Why? Have you not got enough money for your fix?
Apparently they did get they did get money for the fix. Ava, Perón, Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. Ah, yes. A lot of people have oh yeah, it's Cry for Me, Argentina. Yeah, I get it wrong. I had Madonna's version in my head. A lot of people sung that song then. Evita. Ah, a lot of people sung that song. And so I got Madonna's version in my head. Yeah, it's Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. Yeah, it's Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. It's not Don't Sing for Me, Argentina. It's Don't Cry for Me, Argentina.
Because somehow you managed to manipulate these teenagers last night into sending you some money, because when I was skipping between you and the NFL last night, you were talking about, let's get on the dailies. Let's get on the dailies.
Let's get on the dailies, everyone. Let's get on the dailies. Let's get to number one on the dailies. Be the fucking first. Although, to be fair, I've come number one on a few things. Funny when Christians took like a prayer and said it's a praise God song. Oh, yeah, that was hilarious to watch. I'm like, that is not what that means. Like a prayer, yeah. That was hilarious to watch, because I'm like, the metaphor behind like a prayer is not what you think. Rachel asks, how long can E go on like this? They're going to wake up one day at 30 on Maria's airbed. Well, Rachel, oh God, that's a good question. I don't know the answer to that.
No, let's not. I've just heard you talking in the box again, saying that everything out there is all lies, there's no evidence. Is there not? That's why you're so affected by Iron Appa's documentary.
Oh, the documentary. Iron Appa did a great video.
That's why you're so affected by what me and other creators say about you, because we have the evidence to back it up. So, if that's the case, do you promise to never, ever, ever sing on live again?
Oh, please. Oh, please. Let it be. Wait, documentary. Yeah, Iron Appa did a 5-hour long Red Button documentary on Alphabet. Yes, Jake Baz has done great videos. There's a young lady that has done videos on Alphabet as well. But like the big Red Button app, just type in Alphabet Orion Doherty and oh my God, the amount of videos. You'll be there for days. Days, I tell you. The amount of creators that have spoken out against Alphabet Orion Doherty is wild. Their digital footprint is, oh.
Because you'd rather people pay for it? Because I live for that promise. I live for that promise. If you're going to sit there and tell teenagers to pay for a cameo for you to sing, I beg you do that every single day. Ain't no one gonna buy your cameos, but at least we get a break from the, screeching. Stay toxic, motherfucker.
I do love Stormy. She comes with she comes with good quips and stuff like that when it comes to our lovely friend. I got quite a few videos of the Stormies. She says it how it is. Yeah, she does. She definitely does. Wait, what's this one?
Orion, you use Google. Well done.
Use Google. Well done. What's this one? Oh, right, I need to click that.
You Googled, ADHD symptoms and what happens when you have an ADHD.
Oh, yeah. But I thought Alphabet was getting an autism diagnosis. I thought they were just waiting for it.
Burnout. It's not nice, it's not fun, and you haven't experienced one, so please stop. And those in the box enabling you, are you alright? No, Orion did not have an ADHD burnout. Orion had a meltdown because he didn't have his that day. Not ADHD, not autistic, just a cokehead and a bit of a dickhead on the side.
Not just a bit of a dickhead. I'd say a lot of a dickhead. Yeah, I love that both things sign off and videos. Yeah, they're awesome.
Encourage this pathetic, annoying, narcissistic behaviour. The fact you're in a box with him makes you as bad as him anyway. But the fact that you're trying to put ADHD in the same sentence as Orion, no. You can't excuse his behaviour by bringing a community that I am part of down. No, he is not ADHD. He's just a dickhead that's addicted to ketamine, coke and heroin. Ask about his track marks. They were visible not long ago. Dickheads. Orion.
I mean, when it comes to Alphabet, she speaks facts. That's the issue. I started covering Alphabet because of the autism. And now you got this. It's like, really? Alphabet's trying to cling to the ADHD. Damn, yeah. It's like, damn. Okay, so wait. I've got a few. I was gonna wait until the 2 hour mark to be like, okay, let's switch to Luna Tuna, because I'll do the lead up. Hang on, track marks. Wow, that's a bit. Yeah, it is. Well, for then we can see that Alpha's high. So. Remember, it was never a giveaway with Luna. No, it was never a giveaway with Luna. So we're going to do a switch. For those people who do not know who the name Luna is, her name's Annette. Luna is the name of the bird, or the parrot that she has. The name's Luna. Recently, tried to do a giveaway back last year. You had to be subscribed to her channel from October to December, I think it was, and then it changed from not a giveaway to a competition, but the name's Luna has a track record of. I came across her when clips resurfaced of her saying ME is worse than the big C. And then also just a lot of other things. Her scamming ways and her lying ways. So it's like, but Luna has, or should I say Annette, sorry, has garnered a large following. She used to go live with Zach the Brat as well. Cooking Cruise with John, yep, she fell out with Cooking Cruise with John, and tried to, because they literally went on cruises together, and John sort of exposed sort of like how rude Annette is, you know, how rude she is. And like the holier than thou attitude that Annette has. So, you know, Annette has amassed a large following, but also a lot of haters and a lot of people who genuine question, how old is Annette? Annette's 50. She's 50. So what we're about to watch is 2 clips from a live stream that Annette was doing yesterday, and a lot of people were coming into her chat and saying that she needs to unalive. Why do people call her Luna? Because her channel name is the name's Luna, and I think it's just easier to call her Luna, but the bird's name is actually Luna. And so sorry, a lot of people going into a chat and saying that she needs to be unalived, and Caroline, that people were referencing Caroline Flack and horrible stuff, and Annette really has, yeah, they are a duo. Annette really has fostered a hostile environment. She really has, with her, the way that she treats people, the way that she treated Zach wasn't right. Constantly talking down to people, constantly thinking that she's holier than thou. You know, just, she's on par with E, but E's just a lot worse. But so we're going to be watching 2 clips from yesterday. So she, in this clip, there's this crumpled up piece of paper, and obviously you can see she's visibly upset. Also, I want to say last time, sometime last year, I want to say it was more towards the end of last year, I think it was just after she announced the giveaway, she was getting a lot of hate then. She said that she was going to disappear, and then came back. Annette has created a lot of problems on this app, but we're going to get into it. Yes, Luna is E in 30 years. When you look at Luna and you look at E, you can kind of see the trajectory of the two. I can see that she's visibly upset. You don't wish that on anyone. Hey, Welshie. Yes, Luna does play the victim card as well, a lot. But I think in this instance, there was a lot of hate in her chat. I couldn't find videos of the chat, but I think a Quirky Cat was doing a live stream yesterday, and she was referencing that, you know, people were going hard in the chat. Thank you for following the live, Joyce. Got a piece of paper. Okay. I do love a quirky cat. She's amazing. Okay. Here we go. Well, let's have a good speech.
Now apologise to the piece of paper. You can use sellotape to repair the tears and fix broken bones. But what you can't do is iron out all the creases and all the scars. That is bullying. That is what bullying does. You can say sorry to somebody you've bullied, but you can't get rid of the scars and the hurt that you've caused. I'm not just talking about what people are doing to me on this app. I'm talking about what people are doing to everybody on this app.
Okay, gonna let this finish, but I do have a rebuttal, sort of.
Bullying on this app has got to change. Bullying on this app has got to stop. Not just for me, but for everybody.
Okay, so the first rebuttal is you can iron out paper, it's just going to be soggy. I get the point. There's another good analogy with this. I get that you were using paper because it was the clearest thing that you could grab your hands on. Not that Luna's watching. The most good analogy that people have used is smash a plate on the floor and then go and apologize to that plate. That plate is never gonna rebuild itself. Now, I get the point of what Luna was trying to do here, and she's right. The issue here is Luna's not wrong. The problem that I can see a lot of people having is right message, wrong messenger. Because you yourself, Luna, have bullied multiple people on this app. Not to the extent that people were doing it in your chat, but you have bullied people in real life and on this app as well. So I agree with the message. I really do. It's a bit hypocritical coming from the messenger. And here's the thing, I don't wish anything. I don't wish the fact that people were telling you to unalive yourself. That is wrong. People shouldn't do that at all. Where people are enraged with you is because of the pattern of behavior that you have done. You've scammed, manipulated, bullied, and made false medical claims that has enraged a lot of people. And I think you're another one that doesn't put 18 plus on, so you're going to get a lot of teenagers. So it's going to be difficult. But again, I agree with the message. I do agree with the message. But you have come at so many creators and so many people because they dared to have an opinion on you. You can't preach bullying when you yourself have bullied. Two things can be true at the same time. What is done to you is wrong, and I will stand behind that. What is being done to you is absolutely wrong. People shouldn't be telling you to unalive yourself, saying, you know, go and do a Caroline Flack. That is disgusting. But also on the same token of it, at the same time, people also can turn around and say, that's hypocritical of you. Two things can be true at the same time. And then cries when she gets caught up. Yeah, exactly. Throwing stones in a glass house kind of thing. Yes, sort of. Insane League as EIP. Yes, Sarah. They very much are. Like somebody said, Luna is E in 30 years.
Stop.
Right, so this is another clip from another channel that I think is the same. I think it's the follow-on from it. You watched her with John, excuse me, on the cruise. She was demanding and rude to the crew. Yes, yeah. Who is that person? Nightmare. This is, the name's Luna / Annette. Her name is Annette, but the channel name is The Name's Luna, which I'm still blocked. I'm still blocked. All these people, when I call them out, I get blocked. But this is, I believe, a follow-on. The entitlement and arrogance is so frustrating with it. It is, Volcano. It is.
TikTok are not doing enough about bullying on this app.
Right, I've got a video that I don't think TikTok's going to allow me to share it, but there is a video that I've reposted. TikTok are only interested in one thing: money. That's very clear with the amount of reports that gets put in about Alphaba, about Kirsten, about yourself, about all the other big people. TikTok's only interested in money. They're not going to do anything. I'm sorry, but it's just not going to happen.
Too many children being bullied all the time. Too many young adults being bullied all the time. Way too much disability hate being spread on so many different people.
The hypocrisy in that statement is wild. When you yourself, this was in 2023, by the way, made a statement saying Amy is worse than the Big C, and made other claims as well. This is the reason why people are so angry with you, because you have a track record of a lot of things, and scamming and manipulating. There was a whole Discord fallout. That it's just been a recurring thing. Yeah, you have kids watching your behavior. I mean, my crap's been set to 18 plus for a while. My whole channel is. That's me saying, like, I haven't got a problem with kids at all. Little crotch goblins. But I ain't got a problem with kids, but I'm an adult who wants to converse with other adults. So my shit's set to 18 plus.
Not just in my lives, but in other people's lives as well, and I've seen it for myself. It is wrong, and it's got to stop.
Okay, but... Okay. Here's the issue, though. As in life, as with all social media, but also in real life as well, bullying is gonna happen. Whether we like that or not, bullying's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. Because that's the way, to be honest, that's the way our society is built. It's built on people trying to one-up other people and people looking down on other people. This is the way it is.
And if you don't like what I'm saying, buzz off.
I'm not a bee. Right, yeah.
But hate and bullying has got to stop. If you don't like somebody, scroll on to something else. You don't have to stay.
I agree, but also, you caused a lot of issues. I agree. Instead of talking about it non-stop, that just creates more patrols. Why not just do your thing? Right, so, and that's where, like, that clip's ended. This is where, you know, a lot of, because she has spoken about bullying before. She did this was a while ago. I haven't covered Luna in a good few months. I covered her last year sometime, and then I got called a bully and all sorts. So I was going somewhere with that. Oh, the broken record thing. She mentioned last year that she was watching some BBC Three documentary, and that was all about a case in America, I think it was, to do with cyberbullying. So that was also, Luna has been on this kick about bullying for a while. I just think the whole paper thing really threw people off because she genuinely does look upset. She does. And like, if people are sending her unaliving things in her chat, I think it's because she's got like a lot of words blocked. I've been bullied when younger and had the potential to be still, but my head high and get on. Right, so that's the thing, you know. On one of my videos, I think it was one of my coming back video, I turned around and said that, like, I've gotten, and this has been happening for like a good few months. That's the reason why I think it's either them themselves, you know, Alphabet, or one of the flying monkeys, because they're anyway, like, people say I look like a Burns victim, and I get all sorts. I look like a Burns victim. My voice is grating. Why am I online? I get all sorts. But here's the issue. I'm just like, okay. And I've heard it all before. So I'm like, eh. Yeah, I only watched it because of Zach. Yeah, a lot of people did. And the way she treated Zach was horrible too. Was absolutely horrible as well. I just wanted to bring this up because, as I say, I was on Quirky Cats Live yesterday. Popped in to say hello. I couldn't come on this account then, but I did pop in and I did, you know, say hello and things like that. And I did want to talk about it. Shouldn't have anything to thanks, Paige. You know, and like, I've been ripped apart for years. Like, at this point, I'm like, oh, okay. Marcy Boo says, I've been bullied for years, but I just can't be asked to be sad because it doesn't affect me now. I mean, you know, you go through, for me, I go through, like, spurts of, like, you know, I think the silencing is a trigger for me. Not so much like you look like a, you know, with the scars that I have and the way that I talk and the fact that, you know, my processing is a bit slower, that kind of thing. I'm sort of like, oh, that's just, I can't change any of that. I think the silencing gets to me. That's what irritates me. But I'm like, whatever. Rachie says she was apologizing for behavior, but she sang Greatest Showman and twisted it to everyone else's fault. I mean, this is the reason why we turn around and say he is going to be Luna in 30 years. They like to do that. It's everybody else's fault. They don't take any accountability for what they've done. Patient Samuel, I got relentless bullying throughout my life for looking like a... Oh, really, Paige? I'm sorry, you know. I've been called God all sorts. And, you know, having to, you know... I've got some autism clips to go through, but, like, because I'm also an autistic adult, I've been like, oh, you can imagine what I got with that. I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I'm this, I'm that. And now add that to being gay and pagan. Oh yeah, I've had it all thrown at me. And I'm like, okay. You have a progressive neuro illness plus more, but I choose to live my life and think more. Right, Sarah, yeah, just like screw 'em. You can't change it. You can't change it, so we can understand you pick it. I think it's just because, like, I take a minute to process things. Marcy says, I got bullied for being neurodivergent, then they told me to stop trying to be normal. Yeah, Marcy, but yeah, I get that too. You get bullied for being neurodivergent, but then if you act act normal to fit into society, then that's also not good enough either. I'm like, huh? It's like, you can't do right for doing wrong. Because it says, I've never been bullied. I think I'm one of the lucky ones. I'm gay and still not had any issues. Oh, that's good, Cresswell. I think it's called Cresswell. You know, that's good. I've been called all sorts. You know, and this is where it's sort of like, it's like people want to use the labels as like a victimhood, and that's where I get annoyed. You grow a thicker skin after being bullied. Yeah, you do, to be fair. You do. I mean, of course, people react. Hi, Donna. Of course, you know, I do react sometimes and I get pissed off, but I think everyone does. We're all human. We're all human. It makes you stronger than the empathy. It does. Thank you, Sarah. I try to be a lovely man. I mean, I'm a cunt sometimes too. Got bullied for race / neurodivergent / gender. I mean, honestly, I'm so sorry. I mean, mine is neurodivergence. Not necessarily my gender, but my sexual orientation. And I've even had people come at me for having a brain injury, road traffic. Like, it's wild what people will come at you for because you have an opinion. I'm like, okay. I'm a survivor of bullying, and it helps me now with my empathy in my job. It does, Sarah. It does. It does help you with empathy and helps you, like, sort of sympathize with people. Susan says, I was bullied for years because I'm fat and because my dad was disabled and we were poor. I'm sorry, Susan. People shouldn't bully you for that. Because things are out of your control. So it says, it makes us who we are today, good or bad. Things happen for a reason too. Yes, Sarah, yeah. I mean, you know, going on a tangent here, but sort of like back, you know, as a teenager and growing up, sort of like the brain injury side of things and being neurodivergent or being autistic, I was like, why am I this way? Why can't I be normal? Why can't I be like everybody else? And then I sort of grew out of that stage. And I'm like, well, I am who I am. We are human and also different from each other. That we are, Peggy, that we are. You're just not girly at all, and I'm okay with that. That's okay, Paige. That's okay. I mean, I don't fit the stereotypical normal thing of being a man. I have makeup, I have wigs. I've always been more feminine than masculine, I would say, but unless you piss me off, then I'm a bit more masculine. Oh wait, so hang on, let me find okay.
One of the
Alright, so I thought we could go into like autism. Gonna carry on listening, but from my bubble bath. I have a good bubble bath. Be you always. Yes, be you always. Unless you're abusing people like Alpha. Then that needs to change. So this is from Soothing Eva. God, I can't say that. This is imaginative play. This is obviously from like an autistic child's perspective, and this is all like the autistic diagnostic thing. Yeah, in that case, never be on the right page. So this is like from the autistic diagnostic point. She has some interesting things to say.
Testing measure that excludes people from an autism diagnosis that really bugs me is the fact that they test us on our imagination. They test us on our creativity when it comes to role playing, or in kids, they test their imagination when it comes to playing with figurines. Can they come up with a story?
This is fascinating, by the way. Absolutely fascinating.
Here's the reason why it annoys me. Because a lot of the time, autistic kids, like mine, and like myself, they will come up with a storyline based off of something they've seen, either from a movie or a book that they read, and they will play out that entire book or that story or that movie that they saw with figurines. If you've got a good doctor, like I did for my kids and for myself, she came to me and she said, this story that your daughter just invented, is this based on something that she's seen or something that she's read? And in that case, I can say, yes, this is exactly the storyline of the last Octonauts episode they watched. And there you can see that she didn't really come up with that storyline by herself. But if a doctor doesn't take the time to ask that one question, your child will be excluded from the autism diagnosis simply for the fact that they are creative or that they have a strong imagination. And that's what annoys me, because it's so unfair to exclude someone from an autism diagnosis on the basis of the fact that they can come up with a story, even if they didn't really come up with it and they're just copying it. So if your child is going through an autism diagnosis process right now, please point out when you see that they are repeating a storyline of something they've seen or something you've read with them, because it does matter, and it will take off some of their points from their final scale evaluation. I hope that helps. Bye, guys.
I think that was wild. It says, my daughter is awaiting a ASD and ADHD referral. She has good imagination based on what she watches. Right. Yeah, it's a form of mimicking. I says, I played a whole Harry Potter movie using soap bottles. Ooh. Never thought of that. I never really thought about it either, but it does go into it. Sort of like, it's like mimicking. Like in adults, we sort of like, I've got so many things going on inside my head at the same time, but I've also got an internal monologue of like repeating the day or repeating something that I've seen. It can happen. I'm dreading my daughter's assessments. Why, Faye? Why are you dreading your daughter's assessments? Well, it was very interesting. I'm working childcare, so good to know. It was. It really was good to know. I just get that bit. It is so hard to not reply, but I do. And now, as beauty, I get that, Carol. I'm worried they won't take her seriously. Well, Faye, I think there's a lot of support out there. My experience, my experience is very unique, because I had a brain injury on top of being ASD. Well, it was Asperger's back then, but so they couldn't work out whether my behavior was down to the brain injury, which was like a brain reset, or whether it was down to ASD. So they sort of threw me at my mother and went, you deal with him. But no, I wasn't really taken too seriously. But that was a product of the time. You got to think, I left, I didn't really leave higher education, but I sort of left school, like GCSEs, that sort of thing, in 2005. So when I was diagnosed in 1992, things have come a long way since then. I'm not an expert at all. I'm just an adult who is autistic and grew up autistic as well. So I can give you my sort of experiences. I nearly said expertise. Experiences. If that helps. I wouldn't be too worried about that they won't take us seriously. I think they will. If not, just do what my mother did in some hospitals and some doctors. I mean, some doctors don't take me seriously, but it happens. You have to be her biggest advocate. You have to be her biggest advocate. My mum was my biggest advocate growing up. My partner's now my biggest advocate with doctors and things like that because they don't freaking listen to me. Joanna says, have you seen the new research regarding nonverbal, the telepathy tapes on the big random mind blowing? I have not seen that, Donna. I'll have to have a look. No one takes me seriously because apparently I'm too normal to have any signs. Marzi, I get that. Yeah, it can be because we spend our entire lives masking. We spent our entire lives masking the world for the world to fit in, into normal society. That people are like, oh, you're just faking it. I've been told that a lot. I'm just faking it for attention, which is the reason why Alphabet annoys me. The annoying thing about getting girls diagnosed is them saying it's not autism, they're just shy. Yes, Welshie, and that's the issue, boys are easier to spot. Girls are not easier to spot because society tells girls to be quiet. Society tells girls that you have to, you conform to normal society. And there's a lot more pressure on girls to behave in a certain way. Not just girls, but women as well. And that's the reason why a lot of women now are being diagnosed, are getting a diagnosis. Because, I've this wonderful app for TikTok. Yes, Faye, 100% pushing for support in the school and getting an EHCP. Yes, Stedman, yes. Yeah, Faye, I would as well because, it can be difficult. And trust me, it can be frustrating. Trying to get the support. And it also depends on what needs she'll need. Whether it will be social, whether it will be communication wise, whether it will be sensory wise, it all depends. But there are resources out there that can help. Yeah, it happens a lot, Welshie. It definitely happens a lot. Where they're like, oh, well, you don't show the signs. And it's like, well, what are the signs? Because they literally, when it comes to, we'll say professionals, they have a checklist. They have a checkbox. And if you don't fit that mold, then it's very, very difficult to express things. And it's very, very difficult to be taken seriously because they're like, well, you don't fit this you don't fit into this box that we have here. And that's where the problem is. Here in Ireland, support is crap. I have 3 sons diagnosed. Yeah, it depends on location as well. It really does depend on location and what support's out there. I know I don't know whether it's still there, but when I lived in Birmingham, there was Autism West Midlands. That was by, I know some people may not know this. People in Birmingham will know this. Five Ways Ireland. Was by there. I don't know whether they've moved now because I did some training with them. Oh God, 10 years ago. Actually, it may have been before then. It may have been 12 years ago. Jesus. I did some training with them. That was very informative and very, very interesting. I've looked after children who I believe are on the spectrum. My other my own brother has non-verbal autism. Oh, really? Well, she. You can, if you have a family member or something like that, who is ASD or something like that, then it is very, you can spot the signs in other, like, children or other adults. You can spot the signs. Oh, my pen's about. Oh, my pen's about to die. There was another autism one. That's to do with writing, which I'm gonna get into that soon. God, there's so much about goddamn E. I thought I had another video about autism here. I've got a lot of videos. Oh, I thought I had another one. Is this in my... Ah, right, maybe in my liked videos. By the way, love Toby J.
I'm gonna need it.
Love Toby J. Just that's it. I just saw Toby J's thing. Most definitely can spot the thing. Yes, you can. My husband is awaiting ADHD assessment too. Oh, you've been waiting. You're waiting a few assessments, aren't you, Faye? Those assessments can take a while though because of, you know, it's not great in this country. Mental health is not great in this country. So I'm going just as well get us all tested. Right, Faye, yeah, yeah. It does, you know, it does run in families. So this one was an interesting one. This one was a very interesting one to witness. I love this creator as well, by the way. Her name's fucking hell, I cannot speak. Barabon Bond. Ricky for short.
To every autistic person to hear this, and I'm gonna hold your hand when I say that. There are always times when you are going to hate being autistic. No matter how much work you do to be comfortable with your autism, there are always going to be times where you think to yourself, I wish I wasn't autistic. When we go through conflict, our brains are constantly looking for the easiest solution to solving the problem. And very often, the easiest solution in our minds is that this would not happen if I were not autistic. And it is okay if you have these thoughts. It is okay. Overcoming internalized ableism is a lifelong journey. And on that journey, what is more important than overcoming internalized ableism completely, what's more important is learning how to process those thoughts when they come up. How to sit there and say, no, that's the easy thing. I am valid just as I am, and I should not have to be in a position where I wish I was a different human in order to fit in and be okay. Because you are valid, and you deserve to be here just as you are. I'm gonna need it.
That's a very powerful clip. That is a very powerful clip. And it's true. You know, there are times when I'm like, yeah, like I yeah, like I yeah. But then, as I've gotten older and learned more about myself, it can be a healing process. As I hate myself sometimes because I always get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed too. And everyone looks at me crazy. Yeah, I think everyone looks at me crazy too. Yeah, I get that. I do get that. You know, I get overwhelmed a lot. Like, it's a daily occurrence. Sometimes hour by hour. I was going to, my three sons are doing get now one in construction, the second in a qualified full-time job, and my youngest is in school. Oh, really? That's cool, Carol. That is awesome. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I get overwhelmed a lot. I was gonna do a video. I had the insane idea of doing a video and basically posting a video, audio and visually showing what it's like in my head. Just a few seconds. But then I'm like, that may be too overwhelming for some people. Maybe a bit too overwhelming. Just a tad. So I probably won't make that. Hi Suki, hello. Anna says, my son is severely autistic and non-verbal, but makes sounds and stims a lot. So many judging. They shouldn't be judging him. People shouldn't be judging him at all. I mean, I know, like, in the world that we live in, people are going to judge, but they shouldn't be judging him at all. Shouldn't be judging him at all. Yeah, it's how you deal with it and let them be themselves. Exactly. It is wrong. That is wrong, Anna. People shouldn't be judging him for that. At all. Sometimes I think, like, sometimes I look at, like, the progression, the progress we've had within the autistic community, and people proclaiming to be more accepting of autistic children and autistic adults, but then you come across stories like Anna's, and it's like, are we actually? Because it just seems like people are more silent with it. Although with the current way people are going, people are not being silent with it. There needs to be more education done to others so they understand people with autism and ADHD. Yes, Anna, there does. And there are so many content creators on TikTok that do very good educational bits of content. Your eldest was diagnosed at 17, Suki. Wow. I mean, like, in schools and jobs, etc. Oh, I get what you mean, Anna. Yeah, there does need to be. There does need to be. Because, like, I think, like, when I was a bit younger, I was like, I'm going to go... I had the insane idea of being, like, say an autism advocate, I guess. And going into jobs and places like that and being like, look. But then, you know, I feel like I said, I get overwhelmed a lot. And going into sort of like an office job and saying, you know, showing corporate, should we say, and saying, look, I understand you want things done this way, but my brain doesn't work that way. My brain won't be able to do it. You know what I mean? At all. Anna says, my son is 7 and my niece and nephew are 6 and 4. They're so accepting as they were educated by my sister. That's awesome, Anna, you know. That is so awesome. And then, you know, that's all, I think that's all the, a lot of the autistic community want is to be accepted, you know, and accepted for who they are and accepted for, like, the strengths and weaknesses as well. You know, a lot of people are really... I don't like the term autism superpower because it kind of has sort of like this, I don't know, it's hard to describe. Not, it almost seems like we're superhumans, and we're not. We're not. Really, I'm not. Because as I work in IT for a corporate company, you'd be surprised how many ADHD and autistic people we have. Yes, Caswell, I mean, I love IT, don't get me wrong. I loved IT growing up. Like, I would fix my mum's computer. I took my PC and laptops apart so many times. So many times. I love IT. I think what it comes down to, Cresswell, is, like from my experience, the computers are, it's very logical. It's very linear. And it's very much like, when it comes to a computer, it's something that we can understand. I say we as in like, I don't want to create like an us versus them kind of scenario, but you know what I mean. Yeah, like when it comes to a PC, like PC, laptop, I've even taken part in Xbox. That was fun. And a PlayStation as well. They were fun. Fun times. Like, it's something that, you know, we want to understand, and something that, like, I speak for myself, but sort of like I love, like, when it comes to computers, it's something that I can understand, and it's something that is very logical and it's very linear. That's the reason why I don't do well with people that much. It's the reason why I'm a hermit. I've not been out at all this year. Although, hang on. I say that next week, there's a Comic-Con happening at Gretna Green. Oh, I want to go to it so badly. Yeah, people thrive in that kind of job. Yeah, do, Cresswell, really do. Watch this. Some people like to stare at a child having a moment. How do they know they are not neurodivergent? Well, exactly. I think people are, when people sit there and stare at a child having a moment, they're like, they don't know what to do. And it's even more interesting when it comes to, like, parents like that. A plus B plus C equals computer works simple. Humans do not work on an A plus B plus C though. Exactly, yeah. That's exactly it. That's the reason why I love computers more. You won't let me take this fucking PC apart though. It's only because it's your baby. Exactly the same. I don't go out. Why would I want to go outside? Well, exactly, Cresswell. I think logically, I know I should go out. Logically, I know that. My brain, on the other hand, says, why? Yes, I did. I kidnapped the PC, like, I want to say, what? 4 years ago? And you've never gotten it back since. You've never gotten it back since. My daughter loves animals more than humans. Don't blame her. I mean, I don't blame her either, Faye. I don't blame her either. And you know, again, I think, well, when it comes to animals, like, you know an animal, you know what I mean? A few times a month, I have to go to the office. That's enough socializing for me, Chris. But yeah, I get that. I fully understand that. I fully get that. Because it's my youngest son's thing to do. Take it apart and put it back together. And oh, yeah, Carol. I love doing that. I used to love doing that. I used to love Rubik's Cubes. Love puzzle games. Still do love puzzle games. I just don't play them that often. Puzzle games. Like, I used to love taking things apart. There's a laptop upstairs, I think. It's got like a 1 terabyte hard drive in it. It didn't have a 1 terabyte hard drive to begin with. Someone gave me a 1 terabyte hard drive and I took it apart and put it in. I may have voided the warranty on that laptop like years ago. You know, like going out, if I didn't have to take my son to school, I wouldn't leave the house. I get that, Susan. I fully get that. And he's so happy and delighted with himself. I get that, Carol. Yeah, I used to love taking things apart. Used to love taking things apart and putting them back together again. I used to love, yeah, I still do love learning how things work. I love learning how like mechanics work. It's like I love learning. I love trying to work out how we got there, and like I love human behavior as well, like psychology, working out how people tick. That goes against me not being a people person, but I do like trying to. The reason why like people like Alphabet fascinate me. People like the name Luna fascinate me. They also enrage me, but I love learning how we got here. I'm at 12 hours a day with work. Weekends I like being at home unless it's a nails day. Oh really? Well shit, there you go. And I was told he won't be able to read, but he made it work for him in his own time. Oh, Carol, I was told wouldn't be able to read, walk, talk, do any of that. Now look at me. I'm on freaking TikTok. I mean, I can't read. Well, I think that's more my eyesight is the reason why I can't read very well. I can read a computer fine. A book, on the other hand, although I think, yeah, a book, on the other hand, I think I need a new eye test, but that won't happen until next year. That won't happen until next year, but I can read. I just prefer to read screens. I prefer to read screens. But yeah. We're almost at 3 hours. Wow, we can talk. Jesus. Wow, what? We can talk. And you know what? I mean, I know like this live was mostly about Alphabet, but I do want to do more videos on subjects like autism. I'm not I know quite a lot about ADHD. I don't have ADHD, but like I used to volunteer at within the mental health field, and different things like that. And he's just finished One Piece books. Sorry. All right, Carl, that's awesome. That's amazing. I bet you're so proud. But yeah, like I was thinking of like, so I know most of this live's been about the green one, but I feel like, what I was going somewhere with that. Covering more variety in video format and also in live streams. Talking about more like autism, ADHD, talking about like mental health and things like that. You know, talking about life. But yeah, there's a Comic-Con happening next week, and if I go, it will be the first one I've ever gone to. It will be the first one I've ever gone to, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, so proud of them all for how they have adapted to their lives and became themselves. Right, yeah. That's awesome. I haven't been Comic-Con in years. I've never been, Martin. Never been to one. I did say this year that I wanted to get out there more, do more drag. Well, start doing drag, I guess. Get out to more Comic-Cons. You know, venture out the house and don't be a hermit. I say that, and we're gonna attempt it. I bet you my partner's just like, Yeah, I think the just avoid London anime and comic conventions. It's really, Martin. There's one happening next week. That's a gaming one though. Yeah, I knew you'd say that. Believe it when I see it. Rude. Rude. You see what I have to put up with? I get bullied by my own freaking fiance. It's rude. Let me know when you do drag. I'll come over from Ireland. Yeah, Carol, I got my drag name. I've got the wigs. I just need... I need to work on the makeup. I need to work up on the makeup. Woke up? I need to work up on the makeup. No, that's not fucking right either. Work up to the makeup aspect. That's interesting. Can't even get you to leave the house to get your own medication. Well, you was doing a morning shift, so you went and got my medication for me. Rude. Rude. Calling me out of my own fucking chat. Fucking rude. Fucking rude. Rude. It's a good job you're fucking, not in the house. Alpha has just packed and said they are moving out on their live. Wonder where. Tracy, I believe it's either to Manchester or London. It's either to Manchester or London. You both have to do another live together. Love the last one. Oh, yeah. The banter that we have is hilarious. All we do is pick on each other on a daily basis. He always wins though, it's not fair. I never win. I never win. Oh, they have Tracy, but I think they got some new people to work around or whatever. I think, anyway. I'm not really too sure. I mean, we'll obviously see more. Raggy Frock, hello. Maria's benefits will get gubbed now. He's 21. Yes, there will. Some doesn't have a choice to move. Yeah, I get that, yeah. Ah, the classic he's singing. Oh, somewhere over the snow, way up high. We should do a karaoke stream soon. Or rather, butcheroke stream soon. I'm thinking either Pink or Evanescence. I was butchering Evanescence earlier. Or was that? No, I think I was listening to the remix of Steps. I think that's what I was doing. Where will E go? Who will rent to them? I'm not really too sure. Want to start a fight? I'm not really too sure, Carol. I'm not really too sure, to be honest. I think they may have found accommodation, and I don't think it's going to last. I give it a week. Yeah, Martin, yeah. I mean, we've seen it all before. There's a song. I've seen it all before. That's not how it goes. I don't know. Put your bets for time there. Yeah, I think it's going to be maybe I'll be generous and say a month. But yeah. How many Pink songs can you dedicate to E? Ooh, if it's Pink, quite a few. Yeah, there's quite a few. You give it about 3 days if he starts singing at night. Wow, Carol, yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah. I am. Pinky and Perky. Sarah. Oh, yeah. But yeah, so, we've reached 3 hours. I'm going to go and take a nap. No, tell her, I'm going to go and have a coffee. Then take a nap. Thank you all for coming along. I say I'm going to go and take a nap. You watch. I'm just going to be scrolling TikTok. You watch. I'm just going to be scrolling TikTok. That's what's going to happen. I'm sorry, but I can't do the whole 24-hour live streams that he does unless I'm gaming at the same time. But even then, I don't think I could do 24 hours. That would be wild. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming along. Thank you all for the gifts. Thank you all for the gifts. I mean, yeah, I'll be bothering you. I like bothering you. Thank you everyone for the gifts, and thank you all for coming along, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye, everybody.